Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play for Football Manager 2021 as we continue our Journeyman and Glory Hunter series. We're wrapping up the last couple episodes for Lazio this season, and today is the finals of the Italian Cup, so a lot riding on this today. As far as the league's concerned, though, we've played pretty well. Just Inter has not skipped a single beat at all. So I think the league is out of the question. Let's get into the episode. All right, here we are in game. And as you can see, here is the current results of the Italian Serie A here. We are 12 points behind. But last time you guys saw, we were 9 points behind. So we slipped up once in the most recent game that we just played. But until then, we had kept that 9 points the entire time. Like literally, Inter just never slipped up at all. We were doing pretty good. It's frustrating, to be fair. I mean, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? A couple other things. We did get knocked out of the Euro Cup in the quarterfinal, which is fine by me. Honestly, I just kind of wanted to get to the quarterfinals so we'd at least hit the board expectations. But other than that, I really didn't care. Other than that, though, yeah, let's just go look at the schedule real quick. We'll go through some of this. Last game you guys saw, it's been a long time. I played a lot of games. Last game you guys saw was the second leg of Bologna here and the Fiorentina game, right? So then we went up against West Ham, beat them 3-0 with a goal from Broyar, a goal from Husam, and a goal from Alvarez. So not bad. We then up against Sampdoria. Got a pair of goals from Daka, a goal from Places, so a pretty good result there. We drew the away leg of the West Ham game, which is fine. You know, that's all we needed. We got the win. We had the win on aggregate, so that's all that was mattered. We then went out against Roma, and just, oh my goodness, how did we draw this game, right? How in the world did we draw this game against Roma? In fact, the only reason we even drew this game is because we got two late goals, one from Oswald and from Joan. Otherwise, we would have lost this game. I thought we were going to lose this game, but we drew this game, and guess what happened? I can't remember if it was the one before this, one after this, somewhere around here. Inter draws their game. So literally 9 points still. I was like, great. We then went up against AS Monaco in the Euro Cup second knockout round and beat them 2-1 in the first game with a goal from Places and a goal from Daka. And then we went up against Torino. Another draw with a kind of they got a really, really early goal. We did get an injury to Joan, and then Husam picks up a goal in the second half. And that was it. That's all she wrote. Now, Torino was ranked third at the time that we played them, so not a bad team by any stretch. But again, Inter ends up drawing a game somewhere in here. So it's 9 points still. Nothing's changed. I mean, had we won these two games, we would have definitely started closing the gap because they did slip up, but we slipped up at the exact same time. Then, as you can see, we went up against AS Monaco, beat them 2-1 again with a goal from Mitrovic and a goal from Pires. And then our win against Milan here, which does bode well for our game today, because we beat them 1-0 early. We then went out and beat them 3-0 here. Where'd it go? There, I lost it for a second. Away from home. So going away from home, beating them 3-0, not bad. That's with our new formation and stuff like that. Getting a really good result against them. We had a pair of goals from Husam and a goal from Daka, so not bad at all. And plus, we even had somebody sent off and still held them to 0 on the other side. We then went up against Monza. I think they were like 19th or 20th in the league, so not really anything impressive. We got a pair of goals from Broyar, a goal from Felix, and a goal from Stamenkovic. So lots of people getting goals, by the way, as you can tell. There's a lot of names in this goal list. Then our win against Napoli here, beat them 3-1. Daka, Mitrovic, Felix. But all of these wins, Inter's winning too. Just doing their thing, you know. We then went out and played SLB here. Again, I didn't really care if we won or lost. The only reason I would have wanted to win or any sort of good result was just to keep our momentum going, because we were on some good momentum there. But it wasn't meant to be. No big deal. We then went out against Verona here. Got a hat trick from Mitrovic, which was pretty awesome. He played really, really, really well in that game. And then we had our most recent game against Sassuolo, and this is the first time we've slipped up. Also, I mean, the first time we've lost since the Perugia game, like way back then. First time we've slipped up that Inter has not slipped up as well. But honestly, at this point, if Inter slipped up by losing, I would almost be depressed, right? Because like, oh, that was our chance, you know? I mean, so much frustration. But anyway, the only reason they even beat us is because somehow they got 2 penalty shots called against, for them early in the game and went up 2-0. They did get a goal right before halftime, which I'll give them credit for that goal. I think that goal they deserved. The penalty shots are just disappointing. And then, of course, we did get at least a goal in the second half, but that was it. So not a good run of form coming into this game, but we have played well against Milan. Honestly, we've played well against all the big top teams. I mean, we've already, as we've talked about before, we've beat Inter twice. We've beat Zebra. We've beat Milan. We've beat all these big teams. And, I mean, Milan's going to end up winning this league, but we'll always know we were better than them because we've already beat them twice. Even if they beat us in the last game, we won 2 out of 3 of those games. So we're the better team one-on-one. It just, they had a better record. That's all that's going to happen. I mean, it's not technically too late, but Inter would just basically have to, I don't know, lose half their squad to some random injury that took them out for the rest of this. There's no way they're going to lose 3 games and let us get back into this. So it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. But anyway, today's our game against Milan. Neutral field here. Then we'll have a home game against Udinese here, who is currently in 9th place. Here is the team we're bringing today. Some guys that are not fully fit coming back from some injuries, which is a bit frustrating. And to be fair, some of these injuries and things like that did affect us in that last game that we lost. So some of that is to blame, I suppose. But of course, we got Legal in goal. He's actually on a 7.07 average rating right now. He's not doing too bad. I've been pretty impressed with him lately. Ostergaard comes on the left-hand side. Napolitano, Oswald in the middle. Papetti on the right-hand side. Traore in his usual spot in the midfielding role on the left. Who, by the way, wasn't he at half star at the beginning of all of this? He's up to 2 stars now. He has improved in that position. So he's actually becoming a bit more of a natural as a left winger, which is awesome. Fabio in the midfield. And then, of course, Places on the right-hand side. Although we have to keep an eye on Places, just like Ostergaard, because they're both a little bit not fit. Husam holding up the midfield here, Mitrovic on the left, and Doc on the right. Now, if these guys play like they have in a few games, there's been several games where these guys were just outstanding. But if you look at their last 5, both Daka and Husam are struggling quite a bit. Traore struggling quite a bit. If you look at the last 5 games, we've lost 3 of them. So it's hard to judge this too much. So I'm mostly going based off the average rating. And obviously everybody's average rating is looking pretty good. All right, let's get this going. We got to get this, guys. We got to get something. We've got to get something. Oh, if we come out of this with nothing, I'm going to be so disappointed. I mean, it's going to be hard enough to try and find a way to get the win in the league. We may have to switch to Inter just to get the win in the league. I don't know. Come on, guys. I know we are very, very capable of beating this team, but I'm worried that the form is going to go against us here. What's their form coming into this? Oh, well, if form is a factor, then we've got the leg up on them in that regard as well. So we'll see. Come on, guys. We've done well against this team so far this season. We've done well in big games so far this season. Can we keep it going? All right, we got an early highlight from Milan here. Oh, no, not Great. Why are the Milans our bane of... If Milan beats us in the cup and then Milan beats us in the league, Milan and Inter Milan, obviously, then I'm we're just going to scratch Milan off our list. We're never going back to Milan ever again. Come on, guys. Come on. All right, Fabio gets in front of that one. Traore with the ball now. He's pushing it up. We've seen him play so well, but can he play well today? Daka getting past the defender. He's going to go for the goal. Great save by the goalkeeper there, to be honest. Really great save. I mean, it's unfortunate. I hate to give the guy some credit, but it's good. Come on, guys. What's going on here? Another highlight from Milan. Up to Fabio gets in front of that one, but only as far as the Milan player. And come on, guys. Let's get some sort of takeaway here or something. Or just give up another goal. I really hate Italy. Like, nothing wrong with, like, no offense to anybody who is from Italy or Italian or anything, but oh, Italy has been so painful. Places gets the ball, gives it up. Petty gets the ball, back to Legal. If we don't get a goal before halftime, we are in big time trouble. To Fabio, back to Oswald, up to Papetti. Papetti over to Napolitano. Oswald, Napolitano. Come on, guys. We're not doing anything with it. He's going to kick it deep, and then Milan's going to come pushing back this way. Oh, nope. He gets it to Daka. He actually does get it to one of the blue jerseys this time. Places with the ball over to Papetti. Daka with the ball. He gets it up to Mitrovic, who gets past the defenders. He's not going to get a shot off, but Trier not going to get a shot off. To Fabio, over to Mitrovic. Mitrovic back to Napolitano. Up to Traore. Gets past the man. Mitrovic, Hussam, over to Traore. He's in a decent spot, but he's not able to get past the defender. And what is this highlight? Is this just a really long... Nothing. What was the highlight? Throw in coming in from Papetti. Gets it into places. Back to Papetti. Papetti gets it across to Mitrovic. Is there. Why is he not getting a shot off? Like, what is going on? Like, it feels like the guys are broken. Like, what is going on with our players all of a sudden? I feel like that's a couple times where they've, like, hesitated. And instead of shooting when they should have, if he doesn't shoot here again. Oh, my goodness. I don't know what to say. Like, I mean, I can accept we might lose this, but I was not expecting to lose it. I mean, I thought maybe by one score or in penalty shots or something like that. All right, Mitrovic has some trouble. To Fabio having trouble. Everybody's having trouble right now. Man, Traore on a 6.0. He has not played that poorly in that position this entire season. Like, what is going on with these guys? João Felix coming off the bench. I mean, it's a start. It's something. Actually, Joan too. The João Felix connection there. Come on, guys. Don't give up. I'm not going to give up yet. I'm just, just don't have anything to say. I'm a bit speechless. I'm going to bring somebody on a bit early. Try to get somebody in here that can give us a little bit more momentum, a little bit more energy, because we are playing for everything. We know Alvarez can play. Come on, guys. Maybe I should have gotten Traore off, but... Oh, come on, guys. If I never unpause it, we never lose. I mean, I know we have to come back next year anyway, but just I mean, here's my problem with Lazio. I think really, like, they have no money, like zero money at all. Their finances are so bad that you can't get any players. I mean, don't get me wrong. The sale of Splinter. Had we had Splinter, I think we win that game for sure. I mean, that's fine. I can say that. Would we have done any better in the league? Probably not. I mean, come on, we did pretty good in the league, to be fair. I don't know that Splinter. I mean, maybe he gets a win instead of a draw, or draws that loss or something like that. So maybe we're a few points closer. We're not winning the league against Inter though, because even if we had Splinter, that doesn't change who they have. So that doesn't make any difference. Oh, well, yeah, now they want to give us 70% of transfer revenue. So the sale of Splinter did finally bump them up from the 15% to the 70%. It just took a little longer. I don't know that we can win anything with this team's the budget that they give us. It's just not enough. The only players we can get are old players, which is fine. And some of these old players are really, really good, but they're not a future. Like half these guys that I have that are old are not going to be here in 2 more years. We've got 2 more years technically in Italy, because 4 years for each country is how long we have to try and get things done to stay on pace. So we still have a couple more years in Italy. I don't know how we get some players in here to make up the difference against a team like Inter, who is just impossible to beat. And not impossible to beat. We beat them. Just impossible to beat other teams more times than they do. Like, it's such a weird dynamic that a team that we can beat and probably could arguably say we are better than is just too good otherwise. I mean, the board's going to be happy with the Italian Cup reach runner-up there. Yeah, I don't know what we do at this point. I mean, I guess I'll show the last game of the season last episode of the season because we might as well. But it's obviously there's nothing there. Like, there's no reason to at this point. Really, it doesn't mean anything. Marseille is second in the league right now, but I thought they were doing pretty good in. Yeah, they're good. They're in the Champions Cup's final. Oh, sorry, semifinal. I read that wrong. They're playing Arsenal in the semifinal, so they're doing good. Marseille's doing really good right now. After we left, honestly, they've been a really strong team. Like, they stayed strong. All right. Well, like I said, we got time. We do have time, and a large part of me does not want to leave Lazio because I want to do it with Lazio. Like we've been here for a couple years. I don't want to take the easy way out and just go to Inter, or I'd say Zebra would even be an easy way out, because even though they're not doing good right now, I think if we were in control of Zebra, we'd be doing really great because they have a lot of money. But I don't want to take that easy way out. I want to do it with Lazio, and I thought we had a chance to knock something off today. Oh, well, it's disappointing. Very, very disappointing. How's Inter's at 76 goal diff? How's that compared to last season? 76. They actually had 76 last season as well. We had 70, so we're actually not doing as good as we did last year from that perspective. If we were to win out, which may or may not be possible, but let's say we did, that would be, 87? So we're 2 points worse. At best, we're going to be 2 points worse than we were last season. And then if they win out, they'll be 99. So they'll be 3 points worse than that. So they're doing a little bit worse than they did last season in theory. But so are we by a couple points. And it depends on how we end the season, obviously. If we lose out or something crazy, then it's even worse. But how do we take Milan, who's on a 5-game losing streak, and then just drop it like that to them? I thought we had this one because I thought we could get Milan. Oh, well, not meant to be. I'm lingering, I know, but I'm just so disappointed right now. I guess we'll play the next game. We'll be right back for game number 2 against Udinese here. All right, we're back for the next game. But before I get into that, I'm sitting here thinking, I was like, you know, another really bad thing about kind of the state of our team is that our players just aren't worth anything. I mean, like we got Mikalenko down here. He's 33 years old, worth 525,000 euros. Daka scored 39 goals last season. I mean, granted, he's only got 9 this season. But, I mean, he's down to 1.1 mil. Ostegard, you know, another one of our starting players, 33 years old, 1.6 mil. Hussein, who we just picked up. We knew he was going to be, you know, low because we got it. That's how we got it. We got him on the low. 2.4 mil. Alvarez, 2.8 mil. All these guys that are old are worth a whole lot of nothing. Papetti, 30 years old. Stamenkovic, he's the youngest guy that's, you know, not worth that much, but he could always go up. So that's one good thing about Stamenkovic is that he could always increase in price. Nanad probably will increase in price because he's what, 19? Yeah, 19 years old. So he has some improvement potential. But a lot of these other guys are capped out. Like there's not going to get any better. So I really, honestly, I got to give some hard thinking about what we're going to do. I mean, do we sell, you know, something like that? So I don't want to move people around, but like sell these top 3 guys or top 4 guys. See if we can get a couple $100 million euros for them, and then go buy a whole bunch of better, not better players, but like not too far off players, maybe younger players that, you know, I mean, we're not going to be here for 5 years, so we've only got 2 more years anyway. So we do have to kind of take that into account. But I mean, we've got to get something in so that we can then flip that for better players. I mean, you have to have money to get players with money, you know? So it's a weird dynamic, but we'll figure it out. All right, here's the team we're bringing today. I literally just let my assistant coach pick it today because I'm kind of just like, don't know what else to do. Don't know what to do. So Nanad, Alvarez, Oswald, Papetti, Bartolo starting on the left. Mitrovic coming in as midfielder. See how he does there. Places on the right, and then Hussam, Felix, and Joan up front. Let's get into this game. I mean, let's at least end the season on some winning notes here to, you know, I don't want to end on a losing note. I mean, maybe winning doesn't mean anything, but losing sure will. And I definitely don't want to end on a losing streak. So let's avoid the losing streak that we're already on. Although a couple of those games I don't really care about because I don't really care about the Euro Championship or Euro Cup, I should say, or yeah, Euro, whatever it is. You know what I'm talking about. I care about the Champions League, but not the Euro. Surprised we're getting a highlight already. Alvarez with a good takeaway. Bartolo and Nod pushing it up to the other team. Yep, here comes a... Oh, I thought they were going to get themselves a goal there, but they did not. Apparently it wouldn't have counted anyway because he was offsides. Bonnet with a free kick here. Or goal kick, I should say, sorry. Felix going to get his head on that one. Joan not fast enough to chase that one down, unfortunately. But we are going to get... This one looks like Alvarez gets it up to places on the right-hand side. Places over to Joan, back to Papetti. Papetti gets it across to Bartolo. I can't say his name all of a sudden. Nanad's going to chase this one down, though. Up to Bartolo. Hussam. Bartolo over to Joan. Really good spot. That was a really good placement for the pass, and Joan just did exactly what he needed to do. It's a good play from Joan there. Good play from Joan. Yeah, I mean, really well done. Why can't we play like that all season? I mean, to be fair, we've mostly played like that all season. So, like, only a couple, like, moments that if we'd gotten back would have made a difference. Ooh, I thought Jones was going to get a good shot there, but couldn't quite get it off in time. I mean, to be fair, we did have that period of time where we were really struggling with the other formation, and I thought this season was completely just lost already. The fact that it still kind of came down to a couple moments does tell you it was a really good season, still with a really good team, quite frankly. This is a really good team. Just those moments are so frustrating. I mean, we're looking pretty good today. Wish we'd looked this good in that cup game, but there will be more, I'm sure. Cups are hard, man. There's that one and out thing. Oof, so hard to deal with that. Good play. Good play from Joao Felix there. I mean, we're looking really good today. Like, this is a good team. We look so good most of the time. They really do. Like, this is a really good team. Just not quite enough of the time. What am I looking for? I'm looking for... Keep it up. Whatever. Something like that. I think part of my frustration is that I know this team is good enough to do what we needed to do, but we just couldn't pull it off. Like I think that's the sad part. Like I know we're good enough. But also that I just don't know how we're going to build on this team. I think that's the other, bit of frustration. I was really putting a lot into this season to at least get the cup. Because I was like, man, if I just bring in a couple good experienced guys, they're going to play well in cup games, which they did until that very last one. And maybe that'll put us over at least the cup, and then we can kind of go from there, figure out from there. But it's just really hard to build off a bunch of guys that are 30 years old and older. Some of them are going to retire. There's nothing we can do about it. So that's sort of lost money, although, again, we didn't really pay a lot for them. Maybe we shouldn't have changed the formation up to the point where, Daka doesn't get to play his featured role. Maybe that was our big mistake. But where we lost goals from Daka, we got goals from, everybody else is the thing. So it's not like we were goals starved or anything like that. We're going to bring Mr. Complacent. Bring Stomenkovic in there. Just keep giving some of these other guys some more time. Oh, wait. Keep hitting the wrong button. But that's okay. I mean, we keep winning like this the rest of the season. It's going to feel good, going into off season with some strong wins under your belt. It does take it doesn't take all the burn and sting out, but it takes some of it. And it just gives you a little bit of hope for coming into next season, I suppose. Gotta figure out what kind of formation we're going to use next year. And a lot of that may just come down to what players I can even afford to bring in. Like, I may have to, go get... Instead of having the finances that allows us to get players to fit a certain formation, what is probably going to have to happen is I'm just going to have to go find whatever players I can afford and then figure out what kind of formation fits into that. Take into account the fact that players can often play out of position and play just fine. I mean, we've seen, obviously not in that cup game, but we've seen Broyar play outstanding in a position that he supposedly wasn't good at. I've seen Daka play well in a position he supposedly wasn't good at. So, there's some of that to take into account. But ideally, you have guys that are geared towards certain formations. Places. I mean, it's possible if I'd been playing places as a striker this whole season that that would have made a difference as well. Not a striker, but attacking midfielder. What I'm calling a striker, because that's kind of basically the job that they're playing, even though it's not necessarily the position they're playing. It's possible if we moved him up, he would have gotten better, done better. I don't know. But there were some games that he just looked absolutely brilliant from that wing, so it's hard to say what could have made a difference. Why is this highlight still continuing, guys? Let's get this game over with. You really gonna make me watch this throw in? If this doesn't end in a goal, I want to recount. Like, what is going on with this highlight? What is going on with this highlight? It's like, we're gonna make you suffer. You're winning. We're gonna make you watch every last second of it. Oh, I thought he was about to get some. All right, there we go. Really silly highlights, but we'll take it. Take the win. Well done. The boys are doing good. We'll take it. All right, well, we'll be back for the last two games. I would be shocked if, hey, we did qualify for the Champions Cup. Good stuff there. And we actually got, wow. We got more budget than I was expecting. Where did that come from? What? I was not expecting to get close to 50 mil. But yeah, unless something just shocking happens, do not expect anything other than just hope that we're on a winning streak by the end here. So I do appreciate you guys watching, though. May God bless you, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye.